What's going on, guys? So I've been thinking about the Grom and what I might want to do next for it. I've always seen photos and stuff of people online who do the mid-fairing upgrades. So on the Grom, it comes just naked down bottom. You know, there's no mid-fairing or belly pan or, you know, all that stuff there like most traditional street bikes have. So companies make, you know, mid-fairing kits that cover this whole thing up to give it just a little bit more of a customized look. Same thing with the under seat cowl. They make different ones of these. They make all different kinds of upgrade stuff. I actually just yesterday saw a dirt bike plastic set, so it gives it an actual dirt bike look, which I thought was pretty cool also. So I'm thinking, I mean, the plastics are cheap enough. I mean, you know, like maybe $100 for a set, $120 depending on where you find it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna give it a try, and if I don't like it, I can always take it off. But it might be just like a cool little touch to, again, just add that little bit more of a custom feel to the bike. So the only downside to most of that is a lot of times they're being ordered directly from another country. So I'm thinking that's what I want to do. So if I have to,
overnight parts from Japan.
Overnight parts from Japan to get it in here. Let's just put the order in and get it done. All right, guys, here we are the next day. It actually was delivered on Sunday, Father's Day. Ordered on Saturday, and here we are on Sunday. Yeah, so it came in actually from Thailand. I ordered this stuff about a little over a month ago, and I got it from ZeedParts. They have an eBay page. That's where I got it from, ZeedParts. And it told me it would take like 2 weeks. And I've ordered things from overseas before, and it always took roughly a week and a half, 2 weeks. It actually took longer for whatever reason, and they were kind enough to give me a partial refund because it took so long to get here. So that was cool with them. So definitely, if you're looking for Grom plastics, great customer service there. So it seems like a great bunch of guys. So I would recommend definitely checking out ZeedParts, and I'll leave a link below to their site. And I think they also have a YouTube page with some of the other stuff that they offer. They make a bunch of different versions, and it wasn't until just recently that I saw that they actually had some come out in the new 2019 color, the Halloween orange. So until just recently, it's all been all the old colors, and I didn't want to get a different color and then turn around and have to go get it painted. So I stumbled upon a couple different versions in the new color, and so I went with version 1. Version 2 I saw has been pretty popular, but I don't know, I just didn't quite like the way it was designed, and that was just me to my eye. I liked the full look. The other one had more of a break, and it was more black here, and it was just more of a break up top. Looks good, but for me, I just like the version 1 better. The one side piece, and I actually got the undercowl seat piece as well in the matching orange. That has a couple little flares and stuff on it, make it a little bigger. So let's first get the before. All right, so here's everything all laid out and all the hardware and stuff that it comes with that you're gonna need. 2 left sides, 2 right sides, and some extra hardware there. Good luck with the directions that they send you because they are in another language, but it seems simple enough. It's just a few screws and a few bolts. You can see from the diagram which go where, but I'm gonna show you how to do it now. So welcome back to another episode of what should take 15 minutes is gonna take 3 hours. Hopefully not, but let's just get it going. So you need a 5mm Allen wrench here and an 8mm socket for the bolts you gotta put your brackets on. So let's do that. at first I wasn't sure if this whole, what I would lose with the plastics. I wasn't sure if I had to take off this whole thing, but it actually just looks like it covers it up completely. So there'll be, if it was color matched, you wouldn't tell, but you'll see when it's done, I'm gonna have just a little bit of white poking out, which I don't think will look bad. And I think it'll be not as noticeable, but we'll see. And I kind of like that little bit of white pop there anyway. Right here. This bracket is the top. Put this back in like that. I'm gonna leave that sort of loose for now so I can get everything where it needs to be. Then I'm gonna just slide this clip on. Use that so that the screws they gave us will marry up in there. And the bottom screw is gonna be this middle one right here. So not the front one, the middle one. Basically right behind the brake lever. Actually should be moved back one because put this on to line it up. It actually lines up with the back bolt, not the one in the front. So let's go ahead and make that adjustment. It's actually my fault. I actually looked at the directions wrong. It's not this bolt. It is the one back one. So that's my fault. So just one of those things, try to do stuff in a hurry and make those stupid little mistakes. All right, now, as you can see, what I was saying covers up the white insert there. So a lot of the older model years, that was already body color painted. So this is actually covering it up, which isn't bad. I mean, I don't mind it. So the point of having this loosely fit in there so that when I screw these in, I can still manipulate a little bit to where I need this to be. There's pretty good. I think where that is there, pretty good. So then take this longer screw they supplied for this. Should find the hole in here, right there. That is just not biting. Not biting in that hole there. Always something. The bolt is long enough, it seems like, so why it's not catching, I don't know. Bring that plastic piece in. I should be able to push it back. It looks like it's pushing it away as I'm trying to screw it at the same time. So, there we go. There we go. There's a small plastic piece in the back that was pushing away as I was trying to screw it. So you got plenty of teeth there. In these kits, there's no screw behind this plastic piece. This plastic piece is a separate piece. So if you wanted to take these off, you'd have a hole in this plastic piece. You can just replace this one plastic piece. It's only like 10 bucks I hear, so not expensive. So what you're gonna do is take one of these screws and just drive it right into the plastic. So I'm gonna do that last because you probably even could get away with one, not using it at all, because this thing is solid. It's really not going anywhere. So you could either just not do it at all, or you could probably even use some double-sided sticky tape and just stick it right there. I'll tell you what, looking at it right now, this front piece, the color match is on point. I'll get it out in the sun when we're done, but that looks sharp, man. That looks good already. I am pleased. I am ecstatic about how this came out. You never know for sure what it's gonna look like, but that looks great. This is the top bracket, I believe. Goes right here on this first bolt. Looking at right there. And then the bottom one, looks like this, is gonna go on the nut right underneath, right next to where the shifter is and the shifting linkage there. So let's I was worried that this thing was going to be in the way, so I'll get this thing lined up. We will be in good shape. I really don't want to jinx myself. It's one of those things that's it's going a little too smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop on this because a little too easy.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right, so to finish it off, we got to put the front piece in. Got more of these and screws, so this should just slide in. What I'm going to do first is get the piece in the middle. I have to get that lined up. So I'm going to have to go back and tighten up that bottom because there's no way I'm getting a screwdriver underneath there. And with this thing being lower, this thing is going to be damn near on the ground. But it's cool. So let's put our so this should just slide right on just like that. This thing came out beautifully. The only thing we'll see of the old white piece is right in there if the camera's picking up, just a corner of the white. And I don't mind that. It gives it just, I mean, if you ever see it, it'll just be like a little bit of pop of white. And I'm good with that. Let's put on the rear cowl, but the front is done, man. That thing is gorgeous. All right, so the undercowl didn't come with any directions, but it seems that it's pretty self-explanatory other than the fact that it doesn't seem like it fits right at this time. So we took off the factory cover, put on this cover. The only part it attaches is right under here with the screw holes. There's no clips to go in here with the little snaps that the factory one comes with, and it doesn't screw in on top. So what I'm thinking is, because it's loose. The only thing I can think is that similar to the way these went on when it went over top of that, the seat cowl goes actually over top of this and just sort of snaps on and then just screws on underneath how I have it. So let's try that, put it back on and see if it gets rid of any of this stuff. I think it will, because The factory one sticks out. It looks like it would just fit right over top of that. So let's hope all of that is correct. The same thing here, you can see it's just, there's nothing there. So put it back on, see what happens. I'm still undecided. I don't know if the orange rear cowl makes it too much orange, but it is looking sharp, guys. Color match is awesome. All right, guys, let's go outside and get the final beauty shots of the Grom in its final transformation form. And I'll throw in there all the clips I have from beginning to end of when we first started this and the transformation that's undergone since then. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget Steve MP5 on Instagram, and I'll see you next time.